What's up, y'all? This is my first YouTube Q&A type thing. So if you haven't been following already, see my other videos, follow on Instagram. I am a pro wrestling trainee. Stuff like, John Cena, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, like all them folks. Alright, so I decided, when I do, Q&A. I'm not very personal. So and give the background to, why I got into wrestling. Disclaimer in advance, if you want to, like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. I made this YouTube channel, document my pro wrestling journey, moves, eventual matches, promos, other things. So let's get started with the question. All right, so Travis Ray XX on Twitter asks, what is your main goal of being a professional wrestler, and what does your name mean? So my main goal, really, I understand, all the money, fame, fortune, whatever stuff that's gonna come with it. However, I just want to be a wrestler, championships, of course, go around, all these different countries, and one of the main things, I guess, okay, here it goes. The main thing, is to be like my idols were to me as a kid. My wrestling idols were to me as a kid. Be that, to the next generation. Be that influential as, Stone Cold was to me, The Rock was to me, Booker T, Rey Mysterio, all those guys. Be that to this generation. Not to compare myself to them in no way, shape, or form. Then what does my name mean? So Finley that's my government last name. However, Travis comes from my mom's mom. So my full government name is Jared Paul Allen Finley. Jared Paul Allen Finley. However, my first time going to church when I was younger, my grandma introduced me to whatever group of missionaries or whoever she was around. She introduced me as her newest grandson, Travis. Of course, my mom got upset. Because, Travis is nowhere near in my name. There's no T, there's no, Travis is not even close to Jared Paul Allen Finley. Goober773 on Twitter asks, what's your favorite style of wrestling? Favorite moment you've seen live in person? Favorite style? It's a toss-up between technical, to put it in layman's terms, like the mat wrestling. I like high flying. I really like all of, technical, high flying, powerhouse. I love seeing people getting thrown. I love seeing people get put through tables. I love seeing people, fly from one side of the ring to the other. On that same token, I do love good submission moves, good transitions, all that jazz. Favorite moment I've seen live? It's a toss-up between seeing the Hardy Boys at WrestleMania 33 return. Mind you, I took an 8-hour megabus from Atlanta to Orlando. But yeah, that might be up there. Also, Sheamus cashing in Money in the Bank, Survivor Series 2015 against Roman. That was pretty big. And I think that might be it. It's a toss-up between those two. They were pretty amazing. The crowd was on fire, of course. Pyro everywhere. People screaming. Tyler Slim on Instagram asks, why you bald?
Why you ugly?
What that dog doing?
What?
How did you discover wrestling? Favorite WWE video game? So, first question. How did I discover wrestling? So, I can't remember what year it was. I think it was like 2002. It was like 2002, 2003, really early 2000s. I had got sent upstairs on a Thursday night by my dad because my mom, him, and two of my older brothers were downstairs watching the PG-13 movie. At the time, I'm only maybe 6 or 7. For instance, not old enough to watch a PG-13 movie. So I went upstairs. It's a Friday night, no school. I'm just searching through the channels, clicking through the TV, and I come across Booker T and Rey Mysterio. and I can't really think of what it was specifically, but something just like made me stick to it and made me not want to change the channel. Because, Mysterio has started doing all his high flying stuff. And he was, I think he like did 619, he had did some, I think it's like the West Coast pop. So we flying all around in the air, basically. And so that's what made me stick. And so after that, every single night after I watched that match with Booker T and Rey Mysterio, around that time every night, I'm clicking through the TV channel trying to find it again. Because it's like, like that was dope. I love that. Where can I find it? What is it? Favorite WWE video game. If you know, you know. If you don't have one, SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 through 2008. That's that. What made you choose wrestling? It's crazy because everyone in my family is musically inclined. Brother plays saxophone. Cousin to play saxophone. Brother above my oldest brother, second oldest brother, he plays drums, guitar. Brother under him, piano, sings. Brother under him, drums. And then my younger sister, or my only younger sister, she sings. So it's like you get asked, or you get being introduced to folks, when you're younger, be like, this person plays this person plays that. Jared just likes wrestling. It is what it is, I was gravitated to it, not only by, I know I said it earlier, about Booker T and Rey Mysterio, but one other thing that grasped me was Stone Cold and The Rock. And the first time I saw them, it's like the second their music hit, it's just like the crowd went buck wild. And that always boggled my mind growing up. It was like, how can this one person make all these people just go buck wild? And when I started doing my research on them and started, finding more matches, and I found out, that pop entrance, that big reaction, that wasn't just a one-time thing. They had been, on the top for several years, and that's what made me choose wrestling, because I myself wanted to do that. I myself wanted to, hopefully get the chance to have those reactions, whether it's cheering or booing, in the wrestling world, whether you cheer or you get booed, it's all the same, because people are reacting, people are invested. So that's what made me choose wrestling, is wanting to be like Stone Cold, wanting to be like The Rock, Triple H, John Cena, all those guys that get those big reactions. And if I don't, that's fine. But I still choose wrestling because that's what found me. So in other words, I think wrestling chose me. I didn't choose wrestling. So low key, Keisha 2 on Instagram asked, what's the biggest accomplishment you're trying to achieve in wrestling? And do you want to open your wrestling gym? I'm gonna answer those backwards. Do I want to open my own wrestling gym or wrestling school? Not necessarily. I don't have to. At the same time, later down the line in my life, if the opportunity comes, I might. But at the same time, as far as right now, I'm fine. And then the first question was my biggest accomplishment I want to achieve in wrestling. Really, outside of being WWE champion, or all the the major championships, it's like Ron Simmons, Mark Henry, The Rock, now Kofi Kingston and Big E. They're looked at as positive black figures in wrestling. So I think one of my biggest achievements that I would like to have in wrestling is to be one of those positive black wrestlers that young black kids can look up to years from now, or months from now, years from now, however long from now. Doesn't matter. That's up to them. Edward Draven on Instagram asked, top 3 WWE divas. Off rip, Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair, Naomi. Thank y'all for watching. Hopefully, if you made it this far, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down in the comments below what are the videos y'all want to see. Of course, I'll be back to wrestling school soon, so I'll be uploading more training matches, clips, all that good stuff. In the meantime, thank y'all for watching. Peace. Okay, I know I already said peace, but I just want to do this because I see YouTubers do this all the time.